Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today for Making Progress with Mayor Leroy Sullivan. Today, I have as my guest Mr. Nick Shakesnader, who is an engineer with
hmm
McKim Creed engineering firm. And Nick is here to talk about an event that is going to happen this Saturday, the Run for a Cause.
hmm
And this is our second year having the Run for a Cause. So, Nick, welcome to Facebook Live.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me to spread some awareness about this really fun project and great event. Like you said, last year was our first time doing it, and we went in kind of with not no expectations, but not knowing what we were going to get into. And the amount of support we had from the community, both the West Bank and the East Bank of Ascension, was outstanding. And so we're hoping for an even better turnout this year. Um, a little bit about the event. So this is a charity fundraiser for the Donaldsonville area ARC,
Right.
similar to how the Arc of East Ascension does a Dancing for a Cause. This is kind of our go at a similar type of event. So the run itself is in historic Donaldsonville, starting and ending in Crescent Park, and so it's really an event for kids, families, as well as those runners that do run quite a bit.
Right.
So the route is pretty flat. It's a lot of fun. You get to go through a lot of the historic district, as I mentioned, see some historic businesses. So overall, just a really great time. The amount of comments I had last year from runners that have never been to Donaldsonville was truly that it was a great morning, a great time to visit a really awesome city. So we're hoping that we really step this year up a notch, and that we can contribute to an even greater event.
And one of the things that a lot of people said was going through the historic district,
hmm
people commented on how beautiful the
Yep. Oh
historic
yeah.
district is. And, we look at a lot of the buildings and we know that we have, some work to do in the historic district. But outsiders came and they see the value
hmm
in the historic district and the buildings that are still standing here in the city of Donaldsonville. Now, I heard you say that the road is pretty flat, but and I didn't look at the map yet, but last year you had us going up the levee.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So that was a little bit of a challenge, because it was
Yes,
toward the end of the
that's
run.
right.
So I don't know. It
That
can
is
get a
the
little
one
windy.
exception. So we do go up the levee. It's just a cool way to kind of interact. For people that run on the East Bank, there are a few access points to get to ride your bike or run.
Yeah.
So while it's a small section of the overall route, it is a really sweet portion of it that, of course, we had a lot of good feedback on.
Okay. So the run is this Saturday,
hmm
November the 8th.
Yes.
What time is it starting?
hmm
Just give us a breakdown
hmm
of the events and what you anticipate happening on
hmm
Saturday.
So we have early packet pickup actually tomorrow on the East Bank of Ascension. It's going to be at the sub district station 3 in Prairieville at LA 42. So if you're in Baton Rouge or you're on the East Bank, it may be easier for you to go to that packet pickup. You'll get your race bib, you'll get your goodie bag and whatnot, and you'll be prepped for race day. So on the actual event day, packet pickup in Crescent Park starts at 6:30. So from
Mm.
6:30 to about 8 o'clock, we'll have packet pickup. Now at 8 is whenever the 1 miler starts.
Right.
So we'll have a few words, spoken, Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem beforehand, but the 1 mile will start at 8 o'clock. We aren't anticipating, many people to take longer than 30 minutes for the 1 mile. Even walking, that's a pretty good pace. So
Right.
the 5K is set to start at 8:30. If there are a few people from the 1 mile still walking, of course we'll wait. So from 8:30 until whenever the last person finishes will be the extent of the 5K, and then after that we'll be having our finish fest in Crescent Park until about noon or so.
Well, let's hope the mayor don't be the last person to
No,
race
no, no,
across the
no.
finish line. Now, and I'm not going to tell anybody I'm running the whole 5K. There's
Hey,
going to be a whole lot of walking and a
oh
little
yeah.
running at the end to just
hmm
get it in. But I do plan on participating, and I just want to encourage everyone that's watching this broadcast. Please come out this coming Saturday, November the 8th, to Crescent Park, and we're going to have a great time. Now, I know you have some idea compared to last year. Do you anticipate a larger crowd? than last year.
I do overall, yeah. And looking at the numbers from last year, this time we are probably about 15% more. So we did have a huge amount of people register the night before. We had about 40 people register the night
Yeah.
before. We've kind of prepared for an increased turnout, and our hope is really that people stick around. Like I said, we had a really good turnout last year. We're hoping to kind of sustain those numbers throughout the Finish Fest to get to celebrate with those in the community. We'll have a few sponsor tables out there. Red Tape Music will be providing, of course, music. So the hope is that if there's 200 plus runners, we can retain maybe 100 of them at the Finish Fest.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember last year, Finish Fest, there was music and there was
Right.
games for the
Mm-hmm.
kids, and it was just a great time.
Oh yeah.
It's a great family atmosphere, and it's something that really showcase the historic district of Donaldsonville. But we're doing it, and it's run for a cause.
Mm-hmm.
So, where are the proceeds from this event? Uh, what are they going to be used for?
Mm-hmm. So we've worked very closely with the Donaldsonville Area Arc throughout this process. Of course, with setting up the run and kind of the logistics of the race, we've had a little bit heavier of a hand with that. But of course, all of the proceeds from this run go towards the Donaldsonville Area Arc. The Arc, for those not familiar, is a nationwide initiative, but let's say it's housed in different chapters,
Right.
and essentially it goes towards that effort, which of course in turn goes to adults with mental and intellectual disabilities. And so for the Donaldsonville Area Arc, which has been an ARC chapter, I believe over 50 years now, one of the oldest in the state, that goes towards much needed day program funding as well as supplementing their general budget. And they do have a few infrastructure improvements that they're hoping to make to their facility on Clay Street. So this is really meant to, of course, supplement that and to take a load off of them. Of course, there's always questions when it comes with federal dollars and them relying on a lot of that assistance. And so the best we can do, of course, is to have an event like this to kind of help offload that.
Okay. So Nick, where are you originally from?
So I was kind of it's a interesting story. So I was born in Baton Rouge, and immediately my parents and I moved to Russia. They were missionary pastors over there. So I've been back in the States since about 2005 or so, raised kind of in Santa Monica and Gonzales, alumni of Ascension Christian. So I've been around, but I've been here for at least the last 20 years.
Okay. So, but the ties to the West Bank of Ascension Parish, besides the being an employee of McKimmon Creed,
Mm-hmm.
you have no other ties to the city of Donaldsonville or the West Bank of Ascension Parish.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the driving force behind Nick Shakespeare
Mm-hmm.
wanting to do a run for a cause for the Donaldsonville Arc when there's no ties
Mm-hmm.
to this community?
Right.
So, what is that passion? What gives you that burning desire to do this and want to do this for this community?
I would say, I mean, it's just the need. I had been involved in the Dancing for a Cause last year with the Arc of East Ascension.
I heard that, yeah.
Right, right. I got to dance on stage and come out with a win. But overall, I mean, the Arc in general across the two chapters of Ascension Parish have just become a really integral part to my life and getting to support them. I can't think of many programs, initiatives, or groups that are as deserving as support as them or of support as them. So really, just once I became aware of their efforts, and they're national,
Right.
It really was just kind of a perfect match, and so of course with Donaldsonville, kind of becoming acquainted with the city over the last 5 years, it again it kind of just added to that perfect match where. I think at one time, they maybe had some type of fundraising event years and years ago, but it was kind of in working with my coworkers and their development of this run years ago, and kind of taking it and then bringing it up to the next level and establishing it as a consistent thing in the community. I think charity events like this or any other ones are only as good as they are sustainable. So it's ensuring that the ARC can sustain this forward. And of course, we want to be a huge part of that because this means a lot to us to ensure that, their participants and their staff are recognized and
Right.
are taken care of. And if that means that we carry it forward, then hey, I think that's all of what being a good community member, a good friend, to an org like this.
Yeah. Well, we salute and applaud you for all of your efforts and your love and care for those that are less fortunate. And it's just great to see your drive and all, because this is something. As soon as the run for cars was over last year,
Mm-hmm.
you was talking about, okay, next year
That's right.
this is what
Yep.
we're gonna do, and so it's been like a 12-month
Mm-hmm.
planning period of making sure that we do things even better this year. So we do know that there are going to be some road closures,
Mm-hmm.
and this is for safety reasons that we barricade the roads off so the runners will be safe. But as soon as the runners, the last runner, which hopefully won't be me, past that area where the roads are barricaded
Mm-hmm.
off, then the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office, along with the fire department, because I remember Fire Chief Senator out last year removing the
Mm-hmm.
barricades so that the traffic can flow as well. But basically, what streets do we have a barricade off? I mean, if you have them all
Mm-hmm.
listed,
Yeah,
we can talk
certainly.
about it. Yeah.
So for those that of course, if you're utilizing Facebook, we have posted the race route and the road closure notice, as well as the list of roads on the Facebook page. We also have them on the Run Sign Up page. So I'll show you this in a moment. But for the historic district, the road closures are Mississippi Street, Homa Street, Nickel Street, St. Patrick Street, Iberville, Lee Ave, Chittimatchis, Lafourche, Williams, Church, Opelousas, Railroad, Lassard, and St. Vincent. So I'll go ahead and just show this right here. Mm-hmm.
And all in the historic district area.
Right.
Yeah.
So be sure to go and check out the race map. I'll show it here as well. But the main thing is that there are segments of the road that are open. But of course, I want you to be aware of the segments that aren't, just so that you don't have to plan for something that ultimately you can't get to. So again, the road closure will be until that last runner crosses that road. And so there may be a little bit of a delay with the sheriff's office kind of picking up after them, but we're anticipating that's about 10 a.m. Excuse me.
Yes. So someone that's watching this broadcast
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Well, I want to participate." What can they do? How do they sign up
Mm-hmm.
in order to be able to be a participant, or if they want to make a donation, what should they do?
Mm-hmm. So all of this is on the Run Sign Up page. So you can either look up Donaldsonville Run for a Cause, and it'll probably be the first link that pops up. Or, of course, we've been posting on the Facebook page. Donaldsonville Run for a Cause has a Facebook page. We're cross-posted with the city. And also, if you go on that website, you'll be able to find different ways you can get involved. If you want to register for any of the events, there's different pricing depending on which event you want to participate in. If you want to donate, there's a separate donate tab. You don't have to run. You can just donate funds. Or if you want to volunteer, there's also an opportunity there. And that volunteering information will be handled on the day of, but there are many opportunities, so we certainly would welcome you.
Okay. And last year there was this group, and I don't remember the name of it, but I remember seeing all of these nice little pink strollers
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
so what's the name of that group? And
Mm-hmm.
will they be participating again this year?
Yes, so that is Ainsley's Angels. I believe they operate nationally, but we've gotten to know them really well locally, of course. So they're a group that essentially allows the participants of the ARC to participate in the route. For those that maybe can't walk or can't walk for extended lengths of time, essentially they have them in these carts. So the ARC participants are known as these kind of Ainsley riders, and you have the Angels pushing them along the route. So they'll actually get to experience the entire route, areas of the city that they probably never walked to, going up the levee and all. So it's a really really inspiring moment, of course, to get to see them lead off the run. So I think we have maybe a dozen or so participants this year. So we're really excited to see them.
Okay. And so weather forecast
Mm-hmm.
for Saturday. Best prediction.
We have been closely following it. I think it'll be cloudy, a tad bit warm that morning. Ultimately with last year we had it a little bit earlier, and it was kind of a dice roll with the weather, and pushing it to November. We're kind of trying to make that variability as slim as possible, and so it'll be a little bit warm. I think we'll have maybe a high at 9 a.m. of about 80 or so. But overall, it should be good race weather.
Uh, it is good when
Yep.
with some of the weather that we've had in the past few weeks and few months. So
Hmm.
it is something you wake up and you'll be like, I'll take
That's
this, right?
right. That's right.
Yeah. So anything else you want to share about the Run for a Cause and the event that's going to take place this coming Saturday, November the 8th?
I would just say, if you're on the fence about it, if you've never run before, if you've never done a 5K or a 1 mile, I would just invite you to come out. The route itself is a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of members of not just the community of Donaldsonville, but also Greater Ascension, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, St. Charles, and whatnot. So the support we had last year, I believe, will carry forward into this year. And so we would love to have you join us for this event.
And there's, and I don't remember all of the awards, but I do know there was an award for the oldest
Yes.
runner,
Hmm.
and I think the gentleman was like 90, if I remember correctly, or somewhere close
Hmm. Yeah.
to 90 years old that won the event.
Hmm.
And so, do you have something for the youngest runner?
Hmm.
And I know there's the women's first
Yes.
place
Hmm.
winner, the men, and also there's different age group and
Hmm.
categories that people can run in and actually get a medal. And there was people that were saying up there so proud,
Oh yeah.
with their
Hmm.
medal on. And I think there was sort of a little bit of a competition between two of the
Certainly.
elderly
Yep.
men that ran in the race. So
Hmm.
even at an elderly age, they're still competitive.
Hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
certainly. It I think it was an 88-year-old and maybe a 85-year-old or
Yeah.
so, and they've run against each other on numerous different race occasions, and so I believe one of them signed up for this. I'm not sure if the other one is, so maybe he'll eke out the win this time. But yes, race medals are available to those top finishers in your age group, which is a 10-year kind of groups, as well as in your if you're male or female. We do have two top finisher awards with kind of in collaboration with the Donaldsonville Chamber of Commerce. And then we do have custom medals this year. So last year we had just done our race logo, but this year we actually got to work with the ARC in them kind of hand stenciling some graphics.
Oh, really?
So those are going
Okay.
to be on the medals this year. Really cool. We're very excited to, of course, hand them out. That was one of the things we're most excited for. So I'm very glad to announce that we'll have those custom medals.
Okay. All right, and just right quickly, I have a couple of things that I would like to announce as well. And one of the things, this past Monday, November the 3rd, uh, my Mayor's Youth Advisory Council had another seat at the table series, and we had this along with the Chamber of Commerce and others in the area. But it was put on by the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, and what we did was we had 15 students from Donaldsonville High and 15 from Ascension Catholic to come, and we had a panel discussion here. We had members from CF Industries, from Linde Gas, and we had people here from Southern University to talk to those students and tell them about the industry that's coming to the area, what they expect, what kind of jobs, what they need to do in order to prepare themselves. They talk to them about if their plans are to go to college and to get a 4 year degree, and whether it's in engineering like yourself, or finances, or whatever it is, they were encouraging them to do it, and knowing that there will be jobs available right here home. And also talk to those that may not want to go to a 4 year college or university, that may want to go to RPCC or something similar and get a certain trade. They was here to tell them what types of jobs would be available. So really, really a great job. I want to thank Ms. Tamikio Francis Garrison for being the leader of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council and for them putting on this event. They have had an opportunity to ask questions to CF, to Lindy, and to Southern University, and to some of them weren't sure about their career path or what they were going to do after the college, and hopefully this made some of them make up their mind on what they really want to do because graduating from high school will come real quick. So again, thanks to those that participated in it. It was truly a great event. Now we talk about Saturday and the run for a cause, but also this coming Saturday, February the 8th. Excuse me, February the 8th. Lord, excuse me. I don't know where I'm going. February, November the 8th. I am really, really off, right? November the 8th at the Lemon Memorial Center. There will be a Veterans Day ceremony and a pop up shop. It starts at 10 a.m. with the ceremony, and the ceremony will go to 12 noon. And then after the ceremony, they will start the pop up shop where you can go in and spend money, help support the veterans. All of this is being put on by the veterans and here in Donaldsonville. So again, it's this coming Saturday at the Lemon Memorial Center, which is located at 1100 Clay Street. So you can go out and run and then go over to the Lemon Center and be a part of it. I will be trying to go between all the different events. So this is being sponsored by the Donaldsonville VFW Post 3766 and the American Legion Post 98. So again, please don't forget about this great event as well. Also on Saturday, Mike, I'm gonna be busy. There is the River Road African American Museum is having a community fall fest for families with children. Uh, they say you can come out and enjoy food, health screening, interactive activities, and don't forget to grab your fresh produce. So this will take place Saturday, November the 8th, starting at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the River Road African American Museum, the Rosenwald School, which is located at 511 William Street here in the city of Donaldsonville. Um, Also on Veterans Day, which is next Tuesday, November the 11th, there will be a Veterans Day service at the St. John of Our Lord Catholic Church, which will take place at 8:20 a.m. And we encourage you to be a part of that as well. Um, there's something else I want to bring out. There's a group that is called the Main Street Visionaries, and they met last week and then decided on Saturday, last Saturday, November the 1st, that they would go out to Louisiana Square because we know that we have the Christmas tree lighting coming up at Crescent Park, and then the stroll of the avenue would take place right after that. So everything with the stroll will be focused around Louisiana Square. So they went out to Louisiana Square. Yours truly went out with them, and we trimmed trees. They painted all the planters that were located along Railroad Avenue. We took them to Louisiana Square, painted them all up. They were doing some pressure washing, just things in order to beautify it and make sure that the square is ready for the festivities that will take place. So they're going to be back out to Louisiana Square this coming Saturday again. So here's another event that's on Saturday. They will start at 10 a.m. and they will continue to work in Louisiana Square. And then they're going to start cleaning the storefront windows all along Railroad Avenue so they can start prepping in order to do some painting on the windows and get everything ready for Christmas and to get everyone in the Christmas spirit. So volunteers are welcome. So you can go run, go over to the Lemon Center for Veterans. You can go run by the River Road African American Museum, and then you can go volunteer at Louisiana Square to help. So please uh, take advantage of all of these opportunities, and let's get involved. People are wanting to do things in the city of Donaldsonville in order to make it a better place. We say all the time that Donaldsonville is a place where you can live, work, and play, and we want to make sure that we put all of our focus and all of our energy into making Donaldsonville a cleaner and better place. And I salute and applaud those that have showed up, those that will show out and be a part of making sure that we're doing things in Donaldsonville. That when people come in to the city of Donaldsonville, they would truly say it is a great place, not just to visit but to live in. We know that a lot of good things are happening. A lot of things are getting ready to change in the city of Donaldsonville and the West Bank of St. John Parish, and we are preparing. We are starting to prepare and get ready for all of those things that are happening. So don't forget those events that are going on, and please do not forget if you want to be a part of Sheriff Bobby Weber's Christmas Crusade. If you have a family in need of toys for Christmas, please don't forget this date is approaching quickly. The last day to sign up to register for the Christmas Crusade is November the 21st. Okay, that's only a couple of weeks away. So if you haven't filled out the forms yet, please do so. You can pick them up at the sheriff's office, at the courthouse, at the WAG Center. They're here at City Hall. So if you don't have an application, feel free to call here. We'll be do everything we can in order to point you in the right direction. Uh, Also, we talked about the stroll and the Christmas tree lighting. We have a flyer here on the annual Christmas stroll on the avenue, and this will take place on November the 22nd. There will be photos with Santa. Uh, you can visit local businesses that will be open along Railroad Avenue. There's booth spaces for local crafters and clubs, school clubs, and churches as well. The booth vendors must be set up by 5 o'clock p.m. and it's local residents only. So if you want more information, you can contact Jeffrey Bean at Jeff L. Bean 67 at gmail.com, or his number is 225-931-2517. And this is hosted by citizens of Donaldsonville. Again, people are getting involved, and we want to make sure that we do everything we can to support the stroll. We also have our Christmas parade that will be coming up on December the 20th. I'll be giving you more information on the Christmas parade on, I said November 20th. I apologize, December the 20th. Uh, Please forgive me. I got so many dates in my
Mm-hmm.
in my head. So the Christmas parade will be on Saturday, December the 20th, and it will be an evening parade. We will have floats that are lit up like we had last year. So we're looking for a great time with that as well. The last thing that I have is a lot of people have been asking about the clearance grant that we got in order to do some demolition. When is it going to start? I signed the notice of contract award, and I signed that today. And the award is given to Roscoe Resource LLC. That's ROSCO Resources LLC. They were the lowest bidder, I should say lowest responsible bidder in order for that project. So hopefully in the next 30 to 45 days, you should see some of the demolition of those houses that people signed up in order to have those properties demolished. And again, it's a grant that the city received in order to do it. So it's no charge to the owners of the property. The city is not taking ownership of your property. You don't owe the city any money or anything. It's a grant in order to help clear up some of the blighted property in the city of Donaldsonville. So Nick, anything else you want to share before we end this Facebook Live?
I think that's it. We'll see you on Saturday.
All right. So you're gonna run.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think we have two from our office that are running. So I got to run last year. It's a little reward. So I'll run again this year.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very good. I'll try to pass you
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
up. Okay. Well, thank you for watching this Facebook Live broadcast. Remember, you can watch Facebook Live every Thursday at 2 o'clock p.m. And thanks to Mike Tutteridge for all of your patience and working with me with my busy schedule. So, again, God bless each and every one of you, and God keep you as always our prayer.